Sunday in the championships. And they've got a lot of road ahead, starting it off on a vault hardpoint.
Long way to go, and you might as well get it kicked off as exciting as you can. That's what Vault typically is. It's hot, it's heavy. We saw it as our map number 1 in the previous season. 2 different teams, though. A little bit of a slow start for Unreal Nightmare led to a victory for them, but we got Galaxy versus Infamous Thieves. Gonna be a good one between these 2 squads, Grab.
Oh yeah, couldn't ask for more than that. A great start so far from Galaxy onto the point. But Infamous Thieves, they find that couple of important kills. They get some early time. It's, again, a lot of this P1, especially on the first rotation, is getting those P2 spawns under wraps and keeping that map control. And so far, Galaxy, they're doing a great job of that just yet. Not a lot of time on, but that could be said for both of these teams right now. Secret peeks out a little bit too far, dies after getting 1 as Yusuf in the vicinity will hop onto that time, try to keep on going. But again, so far, Galaxy, they've got P2 spawns, but Infamous Thieves, they come out with the lead after a pretty mixy P1.
Yeah, that's typically what happens. Any lead you can get is fine, especially if you can work towards the back spawns in P2 as well, and that's exactly what Infamous Thieves was able to do, now battling to hold on to that and extend that lead ever so slightly further. A couple of kills through the back will come through for Galaxy, so that's good work. You do get on the hill, starting to get some time. The back spawns are going to bump Yusuf up over towards the front side now, trying to get some of these easy kills. Does find 1. Wandell trying to roam around towards stairs, gets the nice gunfight win onto Not Miso there. So this has been a pretty good hold here for Galaxy to get back into this thing.
Yeah, good P2 setup. They got broken initially, but they were spawning close. They still had at least a little bit of footing to work off of, as now it's a lot of scrap for now. J Nasty should be able to get this one to flip the gain on that scrap over to Infamous Thieves. But the P3 into P4 is already very nicely set up so far from Galaxy. We see they're maintaining that art control. They're maintaining the area of P4 while still getting onto this time. One's all going to grab 1 there on a Not Miso. It's going to be a trade from K9 Drew, looking for more though. Yusuf, the 1 on time, will be ripped off, and it's Infamous Thieves now grabbing that, but it's can Galaxy hold on to those P4 spawns?
That will be the question at hand. Let's see what they're able to do. Pretty tight game so far. Galaxy getting the lead. Try to work towards that P4 side. Did get cut down, but meanwhile, they're still amounting some hill time, extending that lead. Couple of kills will come through. Now from Poopy Butt to Poopy Season, tries to make a play on up, gets dealt with. The hill will go back to Infamous Thieves for the moment, but Galaxy, they've worked out towards that P4 side, and that's a great time to do it with less than 15 seconds on the hill.
Yeah, it's Infamous Thieves. It's going to be a lot on the Season to try to make something happen towards this P4. Does get spotted out and will be taken down. Now it's up to K9 Drew. Can he get the spot? No, he cannot. Completely shut out, as it's down to Not Miso. We can't grab that first kill. A big miss there. Galaxy able to easily get control of P4. It's a matter of how much can they rack up the score.
See if they can get something. An early map 1 victory and a 4 dead will do it. Poopy will go down to the car, and now a big hold looking to come through for Galaxy. Drew just waiting for his teammates so they can make a concerted push. And pushing through the front of this P4 is so difficult. It puts so much emphasis on these gunfights. Nasty and Miso are able to find 2, but Secret and Wandell will find 2 off of the back of that. Grades come through on the hill. Wandell will clean it up. So a great hold here out of Galaxy, extending the lead over 50 points now.
Yeah, and I mean, we see Yusuf trying to get positioning for the upcoming P1 and P2. Doesn't quite get what he was looking for. Gets sniffed out, but still so much further forwards than they expect. So grabbing 1 and holding on to these spawns is going to be so nice. Will eventually get taken down by K9 Drew, but even still, onto the point we go. Galaxy, they're going to try to make something happen. They'll get onto the time for now, but they still need a lot of reinforcements and a setup for P2 if they really want to stake their claim.
Gonna lock it in here. 125 points already. Secret up to 12 and 9, looking to break through. You do have Secret and Wandell working towards that backside. He's just gonna run right through it and just try to make some plays, but Miso gonna find a big two. Drew finds another one as well. That's gonna leave Secret the last one up. He's dealt with. You do have the P2 side if you're Galaxy, so nothing to ultimately panic about, but this is a nice hold Infamous Thieves needed to try to battle back here.
Jay Nasty's in a great spot, wins the one. That's the spawns for P2 if he can stay up. It does get his teammates into the vicinity. So it's a swap of the spawns for Infamous Thieves. They get the control they were looking for, but Secret with a great gunfight win. It's down to K9 Drew. He's stuck on the back end of that building. He's held, and he is completely ripped off of that angle. Not Miso trying to find his way through the front door. Again, Secret from this overlook will stand firm. It's season to find one there on the Yusuf. Still looking for more as Wandell will grab the trade. As again, Galaxy, they're the ones onto the point first. Through the front door again goes Jay Nasty. Will eventually get picked up by Secret. A little bit of lapse in the coverage there will allow a temporary break from Memphis Thieves, but there is just not much going on for them right now as they'll be wiped off. And again, the time goes over to Galaxy.
Time at Galaxy just amounting to so much. You need to keep this game in check if you're Infamous Thieves, but you just keep falling by the wayside everywhere you look. And now Skill already well ahead, working on those P4 positioning, but don't worry, K9 Drew, he's right behind him. Will the read come through? Didn't spot him. He had the read, but didn't spot him. Now can trowel with this gunfight, but Drew will win it anyway. That's 3 dead, and the 4th is falling a little bit before that, so Galaxy now a little bit on the back foot. Infamous Thieves not on the hill just yet. There's their touch out of Poopy. So that's good time amounting early. They just need to commit to another hold and make sure they keep conscious of the P4 as well.
A big route here from Skill. Does catch the timing there as Not Miso gets past, and Will Pill kept the player on the hill, but they swap over those P4 spawns for current time on the hill. But Yusuf grabs one and gets himself right back on it. Jay Nasty just barely grabs the timing to get that kill before going down. Wandell will trade it back 2 while still trying to maintain these P4 spawns, but it looks like K9 Drew and Not Miso are able to get through the back door towards these P4 spawns, and they'll get completely rinsed off of it. They give up the scrap for nothing, is now almost 100 points ahead as Galaxy still. They're looking to close this one out soon.
Shut the door, get the early lead, the early momentum. Are they able to lock this thing down? Already at the 200-point mark, over a 100-point lead. Certainly feeling the flow at the moment, but a kill through the backside and on the front is going to leave Skill all by himself in the back. Is going to get fortunate timing that Drew had no idea he was back there, but the hill still remains here for Infamous Thieves, trying to work back into this thing. Skill with a teammate in Wandell working through the back. There's the break, and that's still the hold for Galaxy.
Yeah, they find that rebreak is now, I mean, we're going to be at, what, 225 heading into the 3rd rotation? I mean, this isn't impossible for Infamous Thieves, but they're going to have to chain some nice hills together. They want to get this deficit back in order. Wandell able to grab one, almost turns onto the second. Not Miso will be traded not long after, is still looking onto the point. Skill able to grab that one. Yusuf with that side overlook will find it. And again, it's about maintaining the P2 spawns. A little bit less so if you can win on the P1. That's a little bit of a tall task as Yusuf doesn't go down. Not checked. It will finally be cleared. As it's K9 Drew going to get the P2 spawns. They need to chain this hill. And that's something Galaxy can use against them. They can't use their full force on the hit, as they have to keep control, but they elect to just go for the hill for now. 20 seconds left before that P2 pops, and so far, it's been Mixie for a P1, but Galaxy, the beneficiaries, as they have been all map long. Skill will find one on the season, looking for another. Rips Jay Nasty off the hill. That'll be, again, P2 locked and loaded for Galaxy. 20 points left between them and a map 1 win.
Closing it in here. A lot of work for Infamous Thieves. It could be a difficult series for them. Do have a change up here, still some work to go. P2 battling, only 8 seconds left for Galaxy to win this thing, but you get some open hill for the moment if you're Infamous Thieves, able to work on in. You do have to worry about Wandell. Yusuf on the outside as well, get a big two-piece, and that's a break on through. Now working towards the back line, onto a 3 spree, can't quite make it 4, but it is gonna be the game for Galaxy anyway.
Yeah, that is a great start to the series if you're Galaxy. I mean, Infamous Thieves, they had a couple good situations, but Galaxy just looked like they were in control for so much of that map. I mean, they had the initial rotation to P2. It felt like all 3 rotations. I mean, they had the setup for P4, I believe, 2 out of the 3, maybe even all 3. And I mean, when you have that, it's a matter of can you hold on? And obviously for Galaxy, the answer is an emphatic yes, as over 100 points above Infamous Thieves is a big start to the series.
Big start, exactly how you wanted things to go. And when you're running this late in a tournament, that's exactly how you want it to go. So hats off to them. Excellent map number 1, but we're headed to a little bit of a pace change, a little bit of a switch up. We're headed to a bit of a protocol S&D. So that allows you to slow things up, but that puts more emphasis on every single gunfight. You don't have that benefit of, okay, let's regain, which Infamous Thieves wasn't necessarily able to do anyway. So they need to slow down this Galaxy team, but easier said than done because this Galaxy is very strong in the search and destroy mode.
Yeah, I mean, they've been a really good S&D team all season long. They've shown that that's a mode that they're very comfortable on. I mean, it's going to be tough for Infamous Thieves. I don't think they're out of this just yet by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that sort of plays out. But I do think we're going to need a little bit of time before we get locked and loaded with map 2. So we're going to head to a very quick break, and we'll be back right after this. Working in the background. To find one up. Who finds the second?
A huge two-piece.
Dude, he's still hooking. He has a second one now. Go. In comes the hit. In comes the kills.
Goodness gracious, chaos.
Skill gonna drop 1. Still looking for 4, and he'll grab a second.
That is bully right through the middle on the back of Skill onto a 5 spree. Let this kid go nuts.
Working in the background. All right. We're back locked and loaded. Promised it wouldn't be long, but we're here. Only 5 teams remain left in champs. These 2 teams are going to decide who gets to move on to the top 4 and who's stopped at that 5th and 6th place spot. The winner of this series will go on to play Unity Visual on stream just after this to decide who makes it into the money, who makes their season worthwhile. And, after that start, I mean, Galaxy's making a very strong case for it to be them.
Absolutely, they are. That was a dominating performance in the vault hardpoint, and now you go to a map like Control. And I talked about switching up the pace and slowing down may be of benefit, or it could be of benefit working against this Galaxy team. But the more I think about it, it just allows Galaxy to be more methodical and pick you apart like that. So it's not necessarily a respite. You got a lot of work ahead of you.
Yeah, I mean, digging out of that deficit, especially with how the mental might be for Infamous Thieves. I mean, it's not an impossible situation by any stretch of the imagination, but that's going to be a very tough road and one you have no choice but to climb. You're down here in the losers bracket. You've got to make something happen. And I mean, you've got to do it basically now. I mean, you can't afford to go down 0-2 as against a team as strong as Galaxy, especially heading into a vault control for map 3. It feels like you almost have to take this one home. And being put in a do or die situation this early in the series is not a comfortable spot, but them's the breaks. You put yourself in this hole, you've got to dig your way out of it.
Yeah, you got a big road ahead of you, and it's not going to get easier, unfortunately. A lot of work. Now you got to head to protocol. Here you go. You got that A-bomb site down below in the Bat Cave. B's deep. I like that alt route. I really do. You feel like there's a chance to get something done for you if you are on the side of Infamous Thieves. You got to hope that your prowess shines through.
Yeah, initial fights towards this P4/A site will just completely let Galaxy in. They're going to get that bull. The angle, though, not Miso. Able to grab that kill. It will still be the bomb going down. This time it's Wandell getting that plant through. As how much more can this Infamous Thieves team find in this round? Still up numbers, but the bomb plant down. The time starting to tick against them. 30 seconds to get on this defuse. That timer, the knife and the timing is just perfect. K9 Drew with that kill. Still looking for more as Wandell will get traded out, and the round alongside of Infamous Thieves. They put a great start to this map too.
That's exactly how you need to go ahead and bounce back after a tough map number 1. Hats off to you. You storm the gates, you get it done. It's clutch to come up in moments like that, especially when you have Boopy get inactive with the melee. Drew will slam the door. Excellent work.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic round from Infamous Thieves. It's one that they won in dominant fashion, but now Galaxy, an opportunity to do the same, this time on defense. What can they accomplish? There's only Wandell finding a kill in that first round. Not a great start, but obviously still very young for this S&D to try to have an adaptation, a change of some kind, a skill. He's in a fantastic spot. We'll be able to take down a trophy. That leaves this Infamous Thieves team pretty vulnerable. A secret will grab that first blood. Still looking for more towards this A side. But again, it's all down to Season trying, or apologies, down to K9 Drew with the bomb to try and figure out and coordinate this attack. Skill will pick the player off of Top Grandma's. It's going to be a 1v3. That bomb, again, trying to get active, trying to isolate these 1v1s, but there is just nothing. Galaxy with a similarly oppressive defensive round.
Locking it down, get it done. Defense trading out early. You just got to continue to battle here. If you are Infamous Thieves, you give up a round, but on protocol, defense is the tail. Now, when you get your next offensive chance, you have to make sure you clutch up on it. You can't let Galaxy win this offensive round either, so now it's a chance to take the lead back.
And now, I mean, I feel like the tempo is going to be set the second the offense is able to find a round, and that's not a great start. The nade at your feet will force you to skedaddle a little bit, but again, fast down towards this A side. It's not Miso going to grab that first pick. Apologies, that should be Jay Nasty. It's going to be not Miso getting that second. Yusuf will grab one before getting completely ripped off of that one. Again, a tough situation for Galaxy. 1v2. Not impossible, especially with the bomb on your back, but gonna be a tough one to win.
What they're able to get it done, or if it's just gonna be another loss. Bomb is in hand for Galaxy. Trying to make something happen. Infamous Thieves know how important a clutch up is going to be for them here. And they just are hunkering down right at Zip, not trying to overcommit towards anything. They are not necessarily in the best neighborhood. B plant is probably going to come through Secret, who has that whole side of the map locked down. 30 seconds to get it done. Information going to come through now for Infamous Thieves. Going to make that rotation a little bit of a buddy system. Don't want to give up anything easily, but Secret with the AR in hand, this is a clutchable situation.
Yeah, this is very doable. Now you have the time on your side. It's starting to tick down. I mean, 8 seconds to defuse. Oh, thought they had a timing, but timing themselves. But that's a tough way to go out of that round. But even still, I respect and I do like the play from Galaxy. Regardless, Infamous Thieves, they're going to keep this Defender's Paradise alive and ticking. They'll go ahead 2-1.
Up 2-1 now, Infamous Thieves. Something they needed to do, get it going early. But, you know, defense we talk about is not the hardest thing to do on this map. So you get that done and you're able to win it. So you take the lead back, influential in the map itself, while you're trying to get the series even again. Now we talk about that offense being influential. Get that first blood, see what they're able to do from there. Getting aggressive towards the A site is going to be K9 Drew. Trophy down. AR in hand. Can he find either of these players? No. Shots in, but nobody's falling just yet. So the offense being stalled at the moment. But Waddell's going to pick up a big defensive two-piece.
Yeah, I mean, he just completely routes those players, gets the calm. And, I mean, if you're Galaxy, you've got to convert off of those initial gunfights. And they do exactly that. Wandell with a great wrap. And it feels like that in that round, I mean, that could have gone poorly for Wandell on that flank if Infamous Thieves are able to get in towards the site. But a small whiff is all it takes to just completely turn around. And that's exactly what we saw as, again, only defensive rounds have been won so far. That tempo, it's got to get set eventually by the attackers. And this time, again, Galaxy, the opportunity to try to make that change.
They're able to do. Certainly feel like if a team is going to do it, it is going to be Galaxy that flips the script. Bomb in hand, going towards A. Yusuf gets some information. Going to back on up, but the bomb will make its way towards that A site. Working the plant, a hit through big door defensively, maybe coming for Infamous Thieves. That bomb does go down. They did get the information with the stun. Miso trying to get a couple of shots in. Nothing doing early. Time on the clock to work with here for Infamous Thieves, but that first blood isn't going to help your case.
Yeah, this is a stout defensive setup for the side of Galaxy. I mean, just look at how far into the angle you have to swing to even chow that first player, and they should just get completely locked out here, and that's exactly what happens. Galaxy will be the first team to put an offense round together, and now it's Infamous Thieves. They're the ones that are going to have to respond.
In a big way, too. Galaxy starting to put the foot down. We talked about that could be the difference, and it just could be. Galaxy clutching up on an offensive round. I mean, they got it down on A really quickly, and they just took a little bit too much time in Infamous Thieves to make a play defensively. Skill found the first blood, and I believe it was Poopy, and then it was just all lockdown from there. Great retake.
And again, an opportunity for Infamous Thieves to draw a level. It feels like they'll have to. K9 Drew going to get that first blood on the board. Still, what a nade that is from Wandell. Does get a tag on it, but not a full kill. That plant will go down towards the A side. Still trying to rip off that first player. That's a great start to the retake. Now down to a 3v3 Wandell. Still looking for that second player. K9 Drew's in a fantastic spot to hold this down. Not Miso, though. A little bit further out than I think his teammate would like, but he'll still grab one and get out regardless. Down to a 2v2 it goes. That's all down to the player on the site. Can they stay alive? Looks like the answer is no. They need to get on the defuse. They knew not Miso was around. Do they expect him behind? The answer is yes. And again, Galaxy will take that defense all the way to the bank.
Oh boy, that's not what you're looking for if you are on Infamous Thieves. They're starting to roll things. The defusal will give them a 2-round lead, our biggest of this map so far. And you just feel like with that confidence continuing to grow on Galaxy, it becomes a little bit of an unstoppable machine. And when you have to run across these treacherous areas in bottom A, down a player, never gonna go good for you, especially against a team like Galaxy.
Yeah, now, I mean, again, I hate to say this early, but this feels like a must-win round if you're Infamous Thieves. I mean, you're gonna put yourself in a really tough situation if you're down 5-3. And it's gonna be a fast hit in towards that A side. It's read beautifully. But how much more? Still up one number, but up close and personal is Yusuf. He'll be taken down by Namiso. Still, looking for even more than that is Secret. Trying to find one more at a time. As down to the 1v3 Infamous Thieves, they find a great response.
They needed it. It couldn't have come sooner for them. Getting that blood down, and now it's a 1v3 for Secret. Trying to get it to map point. Don't know if that's exactly on the docket. Bomb is on the ground as well. Trying to get this thing back within 1 round is the mission here for Infamous Thieves. And just don't troll and it should happen for you. You get the information on Secret, a couple of shots come through, but nobody falling just yet. So you feel like you're in a good spot, and there's the kill for you, Infamous Thieves, within 1.
Yeah. I mean, you put yourself in a position where you're in striking distance now. You have the opportunity to just win that one offense round and be right back in it if you keep trading defense. But, I mean, you've got an opportunity. You just have to convert on it. As I said before we started, I mean, it feels like this is a must-win map for Infamous Thieves. You cannot afford to go down 0-2, and they have a chance to tie it right back up.
Could it be on the docket graph? Let's see what they got going. Win their first attack round, and things change for you. Miso up to a 2-0. Does spot that first player on bottom, but Skill is able to make it out with his life. Does reach out. A little bit of a trade. Wandell gonna find one, and Drew finding one as well. Wandell will follow up with the second, giving his team the lead. K9 Drew does spot one on a zip up. Breaks the glass is a little bit of a diversion, but they definitely know he's not out there now. But he does have numbers, so decent position here. But Wandell through the back is gonna ruin your day. Huge 2-piece Galaxy map point.
Yeah, that is a tough pill to swallow if you're Infamous Thieves. You've got the 5-3 curse now on your side, but after losing a round like that, it's a tough scene. Wandell now 12-4, triple positive is a great showing from Galaxy. They're going to look to put this one to bed. Could be an RCXD almost on the board for Wandell. And I believe there's a second one in the wings for, I want to say, Secret. Could be Wandell that already has one and is building towards his second as now. Galaxy again on the offense. Can they get it done? One initial pick, but it's immediately traded. It's Jay Nasty. Will go down. What a chow from Yusuf. Almost gets that kill, but he'll relinquish the full site control. As that bomb should start to go down pretty soon here. Not Miso on the staircase looking to try and make something happen, but can't quite find the angle onto the players on the site. Bomb goes down 3v3 post plant. This could decide the map.
Could be the end for him. Or will they get it done? 3v3. Numbers not in a horrible position, but they just got worse. And that's going to be not Miso falling. Clock kicking. Control of A site is there, and the last domino falls. Galaxy takes a commanding 2-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, Galaxy, they're looking to punch their ticket into the top 4, and for good reason. 2-0 up now, heading into Vault Control, a map that they just went insane on in map 1. Different mode, but that may not matter. Because now, Galaxy, I mean, a much closer affair in map 2, it feels like, but Galaxy, I mean, they just always feel like they're in a prime spot to take the map. It's so hard to get them out of that situation.
It always feels like they're in the right spot at the exact perfect time, and that's what it takes to be one of these teams that's hanging around this late into a tournament. And you're seeing it happen, and they're working really hard, and now you head into a control, and you feel like that they can definitely get it done. On a map like Vault, it's an absolute blend fest. And you gotta hit the brakes on this momentum of Galaxy if you're Infamous Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, it starts with one, that's for sure, but a long road to redemption lies ahead of Infamous Thieves. They want to punch their ticket to that top 4, to that upper echelon. That is not what Galaxy are looking for. Galaxy, they want to close it out here. They want to close it out now. And it's Vault Control that could decide it. Locked and loaded. Here we go. Initial nades. Good stun from Yusuf. K9 Drew going to grab one. A good trade from Wandell. Still looking for more on the side, but it's K9 Drew with 3 in the blink of an eye. Jay Nasty Gonna rip off that 4th player, and that's gonna be a lot of initial progress towards this spawn trap already underway to the side of Infamous Thieves. A great start to this map, and Jay Nasty, he's still going. Still looking for more. 3 streaks from 2, but finally, Jay Nasty will be shut down. Secret still looking to try to mix up an upper on the side. Skill gonna grab 1, looking for the 2nd. Not Miso. He'll go down. A good trade even still. Keeps Infamous Thieves ahead in the lives.
Keeping it ahead, and that's what you want if you're Infamous Thieves. Make sure you clutch up on the defense every chance you get, and that's how you do it. A good 3 dead, skill the last up, trying to battle, make something happen. Roaming around the hill, but a little bit too weak to commit towards a push. Gets out with his life there, just going to wait for his teammates. Meanwhile, Infamous Thieves is going to regroup towards this P1. Kind of ebbing and flowing, dealing with the pressure. 30 seconds left for Galaxy to try to get this A point taken care of. Certainly in a decent spot to hop on. Secret is going to get there, trying to find a kill around the outside, gets dealt with, and it's just blow by blow. Infamous Thieves taking it as it comes.
Yeah, great play in from Wandell, but again, it just immediately shut down. This time, Infamous Thieves is looking absolutely incredible. Yusuf will get onto the hill to freeze that time. 7.1 seconds left, but he is just completely surrounded. Fell down to Wandell, trying to get this 1 tick at least on the board, and he will be denied. That tick not in the cards, and neither is the round. Infamous Thieves, a beautiful first round on Control.
They needed it to keep this series going. You need to clutch up on defense. If you allow Galaxy to come out swinging and win that offense, things get really kind of more panicky than they already were for you. So excellent job to pump the brakes on that if you are Infamous Thieves. And now you feel like you got a pulse. You feel like you have a chance in this series to make it a little bit longer.
I mean, that's exactly what Infamous Thieves are hoping. They're hoping for a reversal. They're hoping for an opportunity back into this series. They want to force a Hacienda hardpoint, and then after that, a Protocol S&D to lane us out. As now, into the round we go, looking for these initial pickups. It's Infamous Thieves again, just running this map so far. Wandell, the last one up, needs to find these players. We'll get 1, needs to find a 2nd, can't quite do it. And again, in comes Infamous Thieves. They're getting active. They're getting going here on map 3. The season will find that. I don't know how you're out of that situation alive, as finally they will fall. Wandell towards that top rope, will grab 1, will clear the progress on that 3rd tick that was cooking there from Infamous Thieves. An opportunity for Galaxy to reset, recollect, but they don't have long. They need to maintain control of this A side. Try to keep these points and at least the rounds in their favor, as the ticks already are a bygone conclusion.
Excellent wake up here out of the side of Infamous Thieves. They needed it really bad. A site already taken care of, and a 4-life lead for you. That B Street is pretty swarmed up by the side of Galaxy right now, but those two kills are a great progress maker towards this B site, and that's another big kill out of Nasty there, and that's progress on the B site, but you can't avoid that exploding car. Such a nuisance. You do have Miso up in top art, so that's going to be huge for you. Yusuf does find 1 on the site just to stop the progress for now, but spawning out towards B4 is Galaxy making their way over.
Oh, Yusuf doesn't get the timing he was hoping for. They need to clear this player out of top art. They need to do it now. They're trying to hit through P1, but it's just not working. Tick and a half already found for the side of Infamous Thieves. Still looking for more is Skill. Will find 1 before falling back. Trying to keep his life, but he's Yusuf. Trying to clear this player out of top art. Will regen up. Looking to try to take the fight again, but not Miso. He's just that little bit better. As even still, Wandell will come through and stem the bleeding. 2 ticks already found for the side of Infamous Thieves, and they're up 3 lives now. Make that 2. They need to try to find their way in. They've been reset fully, so those lives may start to bleed dry, but in goes not Miso. He's been the big player so far in this round in Control, and he's looking for more, not Miso still. He's the one hunting. He's the one finding everything that Infamous Thieves needs. Still up 3 lives is Infamous Thieves. Onto the point they go. Finding the contest now. They need to get this 3rd tick underway. As in they go. Only 4 lives left for Galaxy. They just need to throw themselves at this hill, but it's already too late. Infamous Thieves with a massive reversal as they're up 2-0 on control.
Yeah, let's go, Infamous Thieves. We were looking for a little bit of a game out of you, and you have given it to us in this vault control. I honestly thought you might get blended up in this one a little bit based off of how this series has gone so far. But you will certainly have risen to the occasion, and you're knocking on the door of a map 4. And if you play like this in a Hacienda Hardpoint, who knows what could happen?
Yeah, this is an opportunity for Galaxy to try to reset this momentum, but I mean, so far, Infamous Thieves, where was this team map 1 on this respawn vault? I mean, they've been playing so well, and it continues. When it rains, it pours, like you said, but this time, it's raining upwards, as this time, Infamous Thieves, 4 dead to start off, and they've got the spawn trap whirring. They're already going, trying to keep them sectioned off. And they've done a good job so far. Still looking for more of these players. That's from Top Trophy. Gonna be Not Me, so trying to find something out of these players. We'll get one onto skill. Yusuf will try to go up and clear them. Oh, swap to the Strider will not be enough as finally the trade comes through. But already 7 lives in between these two teams as down goes to 5 as Wandell will grab 2, make his way over towards this A. Still in the back, it's Season trying to make something happen. He's getting active. He's looking to make something happen. As again, the clear comes through. 7 lives again. Now up to almost 8. There it is. Infamous Thieves. They have looked like an entirely different team here on map 3.
And it's never too late in a best of 5 series to start cooking. And it's a great time on the vault to get it done. Progress control there for Infamous Thieves as well. Finally getting the touch of progress was Galaxy, but quickly swept away. Wandell just trying to play his life, stay alive, waits for some teammates, but is hunted out by Boopy. Looking for another one. Clean shots there will connect. And Infamous Thieves are just swarming Galaxy, and it looks like that might just be it. Galaxy, I think, may have ended the map, and that's going to be a 3-0 victory.
Yeah, no time left on the clock, and a big win for Infamous Thieves, especially in that fashion. Getting your mental back in sorts, now onto a Hacienda hardpoint. I mean, this starts looking possible very swiftly after a map performance like that.
Now you start to believe if you're Infamous Thieves. You go into Hacienda Hardpoint, that's just as mixy of a map and mode that Vault Control can be, if not more. And I feel like they may have that chance to extend things to a map number 5. I'm starting to believe in Infamous Thieves over here.
Yeah. I think if they can keep that level going for the rest of the series, I mean, they have more than a chance. I mean, we just saw them completely dominate Galaxy on a respawn, heading now into another respawn. Hacienda, obviously a very different map than Vault. I think probably the most different map from Vault in the rotation in a good way. I mean, it has a couple of pretty long rotations. It has a couple of things you need to hit, and that's what we saw Galaxy do so well on the first hard point. That might play into their strengths a little bit, but that doesn't matter if Infamous Thieves are shooting like they have been. I mean, a absurd performance on map 3. Let's see if they can keep it going into the hard point.
Series on the line for Infamous Thieves and Galaxy here. Infamous want to extend it to map 5. Galaxy wants to shut it down. Get a good look at the map over here. P1, Mixy in the middle. P2 could be that's also Mixy, but it's not impossible to lock down as well. It's just about playing trade angles as effectively as possible over there. P3, that one's up for grabs. It's really hard to get a lot of time. There's a lot of angles to attack it from, but if you can get that 4 dead, it's good for a decent hold. We'll see how these teams elect to play it, and it looks like we may get a little bit of a stoppage in play here.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of a reset, not a big deal. Just taking a little bit to make sure everything's set and ready to go. But it gives us a little bit more time to talk about this Hacienda hardpoint. I think, obviously, in a best of 5, map 4 is always the most important. It's going to dictate the pace, or it's going to end the series. And, I mean, that's what Infamous Thieves are looking to do. They're looking to dictate the pace heading into that map 5, have a full reverse sweep on the table. be absolutely soaring. I mean, if they can win this hard point in a good fashion and it's not, down to the wire, I mean, they're already putting themselves in a fantastic position with all the momentum on their side heading into a map 5.
Definitely. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it rolls out. I mean, Infamous Thieves definitely has the momentum off the back of that 3-0, but we saw how dominant Galaxy is in Hardpoint specifically. I granted it's not Vault, but still, you got to be wary of how they play in the respawns. They just keep throwing their best at you time and time again. It's hard to weather that storm all the way to 250.
Yeah, 100%. I think especially again, Galaxy, one of the things they did so well outside of obviously just shooting very well on map 1, they had the rotation to P2, they had the rotation to P4. I mean, that's something that especially on Hacienda will be so good to keep in mind. I mean, especially a lot of the early rotations, maintaining control for that P2 side is super important on P1, maintaining control of that P4, heading into it off of P3. I mean, there's a lot of important rotations that you're going to have to hit. And that's something Galaxy did super well. Obviously, on a more expanded map, that could change pretty heavily. But Galaxy has shown that they're willing to and able to like make those rotations happen, get some good points off of it, give up the scrap even. And I mean, if they're able to do that on Hacienda, that's one of the big keys to success.
Absolutely. Rotational game in effect as well. You think about how crazy that P4 gets. We talk about P1 being mixy because it's so wide open, but there's a lot of spots to hang out and kind of hide on the P4. That side door push from mid is always something you have to watch out. And then even now we're seeing the evolution of the map. The more reps players get on it, you could break it by shooting through that little divider section. Maybe you'll catch some toes, and we've seen that happen as well. And how many last second clutches have we seen on Hacienda? I think we're in for an absolute treat here.
Yeah, I think no matter what happens, I can't see this one ending with more than a 50-point difference between these two teams, but let's see if there's any surprises lurking in store. Hacienda Hardpoint, locked and loaded, ready to go. Both of these teams, again, fighting for their tournament life, and Infamous Thieves are going to have to fight that little bit harder to force us to a map 5.
Yeah, that's the thing about this situation as well, is you're behind the 8 ball, so you're playing a little bit different, maybe a little bit tighter than you would otherwise, where it feels like Galaxy can kind of flow, get up and down, and take that slow progression, say, hey, we don't necessarily have to scratch and claw for every bit of scrap time as long as we're keeping ahead of rotations. Let's see how they elect to play. I know this one's going to be a bang out.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick play up through the upper rafters. Will be a 2-for-2 trade initially onto the point they go. As Galaxy, they're going to rip a couple more players. They're going to get some time onto the P1, but initially it's going to get traded out by Infamous Thieves still. Jay Nasty going to get traded, so it'll stay gray. Now, again, in the hands of Galaxy, still looking for more. A secret. He's going to line up too, looking for more than that. Looking to extend that streak from 4, but he will be dropped at that number as Yusuf. Look at the control he's able to maintain. This spot is so hard to clear him out of. He'll maintain the timing onto this P1. Yusuf, a little bit sloppy there, but gets the kill regardless. Will maintain the time, and look at the rotations for P2 already underway. As Skill already here, locked, loaded, and ready to hold back these Infamous Thieves players. Needs a little bit of help, but he's going to get completely ripped off of P2. As that pops, Infamous Thieves, they'll be the ones with control.
Yeah, they needed this time pretty badly early on in this map number 4. You started to see shades of what was going on in the previous map number 1 hard point, where Galaxy just started to double up and triple up, and all of a sudden the map was basically over. But now Galaxy looking to break, as Infamous Thieves are getting themselves back into this one, have control of the P2, just need a couple of kills through mid as they make the double chow. Poopy is able to find one, but that's all he's going to find. And Wandell's pushing up to find the Scraggler on the outside. And that's going to leave a lot of time on the table for Galaxy to maintain the lead.
Yeah, they're going to be able to route through now to P3. We do see, again, Jay Nasty a little bit of an awkward position trying to clear this player off the scrap, but Skill stays alive and ticking. He'll be able to grab at least a lot of the scrap. Will finally get taken off by Jay Nasty, but just in time for him to get cleaned up by Secret. As now in comes the P3. It's Galaxy with a 20-point advantage, but they're going to have to fight through a lot of the map to contest on that P3. It's going to be a first pick from Not Miso on that rotating player still. Pretty strong for Galaxy, and they're a lot closer to the point than I think Infamous assume they are. As now they know, but they've already found 2 on the ground. Now 3 looking for 4. Wandell can't quite find that one on a Not Miso. Is a good turnaround there. Will lead an opportunity for a faster re-hit, but even still, an opportunity is only one if you take it, as J Nasty able to find 1, but onto the point. They don't find the gunfights they need, and they'll be fried off of it once more. Galaxy, 20 seconds of scrap left, and they're going to look to try to claim it all. Season will grab one there on a secret, still looking for more, as it's K9 Drew. That'll grab one on the skill. Again, maintaining control of this P4, but they want to rip the player off of the scrap. They can't quite do it. It's Yusuf completely finding the 1 before getting traded. Will finally get that scrap under control. But a lot of players invested towards it. It'll stay gray towards those last seconds, holding it on for this P4 as Infamous Thieves down 30, looking to do something about that right now.
They're able to amount to Infamous Thieves, trying to dig back into this thing. P4 is there. Skill trying to make a push through the front, finds 1. Can't get the second, but that's okay, because his teammate will find it. 3 players on the hill. Wandell will fall, but you maintain pressure if you are Galaxy. Drew trying to make a push through the front, trying to make something happen. Miso and his teammate trying to work through mid. 1 does fall. Miso stays alive. Trying to pick up that kill on the back. Is going to find that player in secret looming around. Still time to make a hit here if you're Galaxy. That rotation of P1 isn't far away. So definitely time to make a push towards Old. 3 are going to fall for Galaxy, however.
Yeah, this is the one hill where you can afford to late hit for Old, as you're going to spawn close to P1 no matter where you do, as that's a tough gunfight. Secret able to grab 1 before getting literally immediately traded by K9 Drew, as P1 will pop and skill. We get flanked after getting that first kill. Not Miso almost going to get found, but he grabs a second one of his own before finally getting traded, as it's Galaxy on time for now, but Season able to grab that first one there onto Wandell, still looking for more. Infamous able to swap the time. They've got the P2 spawns in their favor, but look at the mini-map for Galaxy. It's Secret and Wandell looking to do something about that. They're going to hit through from that P4 side. What can they find? That's a couple on the board. Still looking for more. Yusuf, he'll grab 3 in a row, looking for number 4. Not in the docket just yet, but now right in front of him it goes. K9 Drew able to win that gunfight. Still onto the P1. The time has been going for Galaxy for a little bit, but 3 down in Infamous Thieves. They'll flip it again. They have full control of P2 as well.
Full control, locked down, trying to get this thing done. 100 points. Infamous Thieves did an excellent job there. P1 as well. P2 rotations in sight, and I mean, Infamous Thieves are writing an excellent case for themselves right now towards this map 5. Galaxy, though, they're never too far behind. You have to keep your foot on the gas if you are Infamous Thieves. Skill trying to make a play through the front of this mansion here. Does find a couple of shots, but nobody falling yet. Meanwhile, the push through P4 does come through Galaxy. Only 1 player up. See if they're able to find these kills. Skill finding 1, Secret finding a second. See, Wandell will be the last one up. Finds that kill, and the reinforcements are there. That's the break for Galaxy.
Yeah, they find the break, and they have a great amount of spawns in their favor. Even if they do go down, they're going to be able to re-hit very, very quickly. 20 seconds left. And if they can get more points on this P2 than Infamous did, then it's a great start. And look at the trades. Yusuf, he goes huge before getting taken down. And a great rest of this P2 for free for Galaxy. Now on the way to P3, it's a long rotation, and they're going to get completely routed by Season on the way there. And now looking to finish up that 4 down. There he goes, all by his lonesome. Cleans out all 4 of them. Now onto this P3. In comes Galaxy, but J Nasty finding 2. Does get traded out by Wandell. Secret gonna get taken down. Wandell with a second one. And a stunner at that. Will drop the Stemtex, looking to play around. Doesn't quite get the full tag, but Yusuf able to grab the trade easily because of that Stemtex damage. Now it's Season again. On the point, it's contested. He needs to stay up. He needs to stay alive. But he cannot do so as Galaxy again. They rumble through. They find the break. Now, can they hold on? First kill down for K9 Drew. Immediately traded out alongside another for Wandell. This J Nasty will find 1 on a skill. Contested again for the moment as Galaxy 6 points ahead. But it's J Nasty with a big fight win to get those points underway. The rotation of P4 already here, and Yusuf. Bad timing is Not Miso is going to grab 2. Skill gets the trade. Needs to find a second on a Not Miso. Can't quite do it. The stun is just too good. And Galaxy, in they come. They try to hit through the front door. Yusuf gonna find 2. Onto the point again they go. Within 10 points, but Yusuf will not be stopped, as he'll flip the point all by himself. He gets his teammates into position. Again, short rotation of P1. He'll find a teammate. Down the side he goes. As finally, the hill will find its claim for now. Infamous Thieves with it in their hands, trying to extend that lead.
Unfortunate team kill there did lead to hill possession going towards Infamous Thieves, but still knocking on the door is going to be Galaxy. Nice kills there. 3 dead. Miso does find 1, but Wandell there for the trade. So Galaxy looking to take the lead right back, and what a breakthrough on that P3, and able to chain it towards P4 as well. Galaxy starting to feel some momentum.
Yeah, ahead just barely for now, and that's a great fight win to keep that the case. Yusuf gets the rest of the scrap as into P1 we go. It's Galaxy with good positionings for it, at least at the moment, but that P1 is so tumultuous. Look at Namiso on the minimap. He's got a great flank cooking. How many can he find is the question. We'll get 1 for free. Looking for more than that. Yusuf readjusts. We'll be able to find that 1 player. It's not Miso down. He'll be cleaned up by K9 Drew as the point for now. Infamous Thieves, the ones that are the beneficiaries. Skilda with a great shot. Will rip the player off of time to trade it out just as quickly as again, these teams trading haymakers. It's Galaxy onto the hill for now. Jay Nasty not in a spot to contest it. Just trying to pick up some scrap time, trying to get over that 200 mark and get themselves set up for that P2. As look at Wandell. He's the one. He's got to win that fight. Does find it. Looking for a second. Can't quite find it there on the mini-map. But look at Galaxy. They've got P2 cooking. They've got P2-1 already in their name. And that's going to be a freebie for Secret. A great start to the P2 hold, even before it already pops. It's exactly what you like to see. They're getting advanced. They're getting these aggressive angles. Wandell, big fight win, as they could look to close it out on this hill.
Yeah, looking to do exactly that, and they get the kills to the back. Both players for Infamous Thieves will fall. That's going to be Nasty and Poopy going down towards the grave. 20 seconds needed for Galaxy to lock this thing down, but a lot of players around will all fall. Oh, baby, Galaxy had a slow start to this one, but certainly starting to pick up steam. One last-ditch effort will come through for Infamous Thieves, who find 2. The 3rd player goes up. Wandell looking for the 4th. We'll find the last 2. Galaxy slam the door shut and get it done 3-1.
Yeah, Galaxy, they'll punch their ticket to the top 4, and that is a big reversal. I mean, that's a situation where you were down bad on that map 3, but they turn it right back around. A great map 4 out of Galaxy. It was tight for the longest time, but they turn on the jets. They hit that chain, and that's all it takes that late into a map. A big, big win for Galaxy as they now square up against Unity Visual.
It's going to be an absolute banger match coming up between those two, but this one was just excellent for the side of Galaxy. Got it done 3-1. You mentioned it. It was tight all the way through until it wasn't. They just ended up soaring and taking over. And what a way to end it for me. You know, just beautiful, beautiful work out of the side